Time for the newspaper review.
Yes.
Welcome back to Hope at Dawn. My name is George Kishoro.
And my name is Beatrice Watare. And I am very, very sad.
Why are you sad?
I'm a bit sad because, this whole time we've been talking about the doctors striking and all that because of the demands that have not been met. But we had not covered what is actually going on with the patients. And it is really unfortunate because page 7 here, which is also a story covered on the top page, I see here that 2 children die in Mombasa. Patients wait for long hours with no service in public hospitals as health crisis persists. So we have pain and agony across the country. The strike continues to bite. And now we have lost 2 children because of the fact that the doctors are in the streets and they're not in hospitals. This is really unfortunate. And now it's getting real because now fahali wawili wakipigana, nyasi ndizo zinaumia. And now people are getting the pinch, the real pinch of this pain. I pray that a solution will be found because this has become too much.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Just trying to imagine the pain, the agony that patients are going through. It's terrible. It's terrible. And as I said, for them especially, who are the vast majority who cannot afford to visit private hospitals, they are now languishing, pain in those public and also county hospitals. So we pray for a quick resolve.
Yes, of the issue. Because now it's a matter of life and death.
It is.
2 children have passed on, and it's really, really sad. And looking at what is also covered on the top page, pages 4 and 5, I see Musalia to fold ANC in grand UDA plan. President Ruto's wish to have Kenya Kwanza parties fold into one political juggernaut ahead of the 2027 polls appears to be gaining traction, with Mudavadi's Amani National Congress showing keen interest. But move is likely to ruffle feathers in DP Gachagwa's corner, even as Ford Kenya's Wetangula plays hard to get. Interesting. That is on pages 4 and also 5. And what is taking the page 2 here, I see Drama Festival begins with impressive performances. Yesterday, I think we covered that women and the ladies, the young ladies actually, they are wako na kipaumbele kwa hiyo sekta, lakini vijana wetu jamani wanaachwa nyuma. But I see here Melvin Mugambi of Alliance High School rehearsing for his solo verse. Amebeba mwiko. Nakwambia, I think we need to attend one of these festivals because I feel so many things have changed. So many, the creativity must be on another level. And how, personally, nilikuwa sikuwa na miss these things up to the national level. Wewe?
That's sporty too.
Sporty. And you're also the head boy. Usiulize nimejua aje. Anyway. Moving on swiftly.
Please.
I see watching the sunset in Diani worth every penny for guests. Interesting. Foreign tourists pay 6,500, locals between 1,000 and 3,000 to watch magical moment in Congo River. And moving on page 4, of course, it's the issue with why Mudavadi plan to fold the ANC will unsettle Gachagua. Just take a look at it and you'll be able to get more information on the same. And moving on, I see travelers stranded on highway for more than 24 hours. This is Kenya National Highways Authority is undertaking repairs on a section of the Nairobi-Mombasa highway near Konza. So the difficulties that have been there is probably because this is happening. These are repairs going on. And on the back page, new school textbooks on the way in fast. CBC review. Publishers have submitted manuscripts for books that will be used for January 2025. And here we see that parents with children in private schools will foot the cost of books. This is a story on the back page. And I also see here, kwa sports page, Man City travel to Madrid tonight. Arsenal hosts Bayern. Okay, interesting. And on some local games, Machakos comes alive as teams battle for honors in national championships. New champions will be crowned in girls handball after holders St. Joseph's Secondary School, Kitale, fell at the Rift Valley Region Games. That's it for the Daily Nation.
Right, checking what's being reported in the Standard. The front page, the headline, tough questions as Linturi claims fertilizer is good. Agriculture CS Mithika Linturi has for the upteenth time said there is no fake fertilizer in the country. However, he admits that just 3,000 bags were found unsuitable for use. However, farmers are telling a different story, and it's a story on page 4 and 5. And yesterday he appeared before a parliamentary committee investigating the same. And the government ping-pong on fake fertilizer as MPs probe case. Minister says the claims have been blown out of proportion. He contends there is no fake fertilizer and calls what was distribution as a soil conditioner. But the question is, were the farmers told that this was a soil conditioner and not a fertilizer? Was there public awareness that was conducted? Those are some of the questions I think the good CS should be answering. And sell subsidized farm inputs throughout the year, says Senator, and fake fertilizer dealers to be charged. Ruto now wants. President says the fraudsters are out to undermine food production. Ruto promises that starting July, farmers will be paid promptly. It's on page 7. Even as I see Karua slums states lavish spending, yet it cannot pay the striking doctors. Na Kenya leader Martha Karua lashing out at the government for their lavish spending as Kenyans die and suffer in hospitals due to the ongoing doctors' strike. I also see school layoffs loom in secondary changes. A major overhaul is on the horizon for the over 10,000 secondary schools in the country. The changes could lead to significant staff layoffs and funding cuts as the government implements CBC. Read those the changes on page 13.
Okay.
I also see why gas will be Ruto next EA battlefront. The government is set to block the importation of cooking gas through its borders with Tanzania as it seeks greater oversight in the petroleum sector in a bid to stem illegal refueling. Page 19, you can read that. Then this is a story also that has captured the attention of the country. Star DJ Mfalme turns witness in murder case. It was actually trending yesterday when they were arraigned in court. So DJ Mfalme, 5 others acquitted over murder of senior detective. 6 will now be state witnesses against Ochieng, who they had initially been jointly charged with. Magistrate announces closure of miscellaneous application by police seeking suspects for 14 days. So you can read that on page 3. Then I see World Bank warns of poverty inequality. That is in the business section. New World Bank report warns of widening inequality gap. Poverty. Bretton Woods entity says poverty levels in Kenya remain high, even as the economy posts strong growth. Adds high inequality levels could heighten risks of social unrest. And also the Financial Standard pullout today. Fresh core capital headache for lenders, investors, double loss proposal. Experts warn could spark a new wave of unwanted mergers and acquisitions, while listed banks could resort to withholding dividends to meet higher capital adequacy ratios. It's a story you can read on pages 20 and 21. State signs agreements to enhance employment of Kenyans abroad. So the government has signed 4 bilateral labor agreements with Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and the United Kingdom to boost employment opportunities for locals and protect Kenyans working abroad. All right, that is in the business section. The back page, which is the sports page, Arsenal seek to end years of pain against Bayern. Gunners looking to transfer the momentum from their Premier League title charge onto the European stage. Good energy fuels Arsenal's double bid as they face Bayern. I also see Man City's Mr. Reliable Rodri stands in Real Madrid's way. So if Madrid are to exact revenge on Man City in the Champions League quarterfinals, they will need to end Rodri's remarkable run of 64 games unbeaten for club and country. And those are the 2 matches being played tonight. The Emirates will witness Arsenal taking on Bayern Munich, and then the Santiago Bernabeu will see Real Madrid taking on the defending champions, Manchester City, and both matches will be at 10 p.m. Kenyan time. Champs, Nyamira, Musinga, and Laser Hill keen to prove they are the best. That is in as far as the school games are concerned, pages 38 and 39. And Mwamba ladies bask in glory of lifting Kenya Cup once again. The Black Sharks win third successive title as they show their power once again. That is the Standard and the Business Daily front page. Why Kenyans do not earn interest on M-Pesa balances. Customers in other countries earn interest on balances. Only Kenya has a low blocking interest earning. And then Kenya races to start tracking gas cylinders from June. It's a story you can read on the Business Daily.
All right, awesome. So we've come to the end of the newspaper review. You can grab a copy of your favorite, but then remember, Pale Hope FM, you can tune in at the top of for this particular segment. So we take a short break as we check out the video of the day. When we come back, we'll talk about it. And of course, usher in today's conversation at 8.